They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise. Turn me up or turn me down, it's your choice. Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd.
All right, so Tom MacDonald is jumping straight into it. And not only I mean that literally, but metaphorically as well. Not just on the subjects that he's covering, but he just is throwing up all of this stuff that we're dealing with in society, and yo, this is all a part of it. Now, let's see how it relates to dirty money. I'm gonna rewind it. Let's get back to the beginning and do it again.
They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise. Turn me up or turn me down, it's your choice. Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit.
Now listen, turn me up or turn me down is your choice, right? That is him indicating to the fact that you have the right to listen or not. You don't have to censor me. You don't have to tell me to shut up. You could just turn it down. You could turn it off, right? And then he goes on the Black Lives Matter, exploiting dead corpses, right? And we know statistically that out of the millions of black people in America, maybe a handful are actually killed by police officers, and how many of those people are actually justifiably killed versus the people who are wrongfully killed, and the level of attention it gets versus, all the other ways that black people died that are preventable. But something to think about.
Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd.
Yep.
That's called ad revenue. They make cash selling you all the crap in the ads while they broadcast news.
There it is. Now it's getting to the dirty money, right? Now it's getting to the fact that you're being exploited. That everything that you think is serious to the people that are considered to be the elites or the people in the media is really a way of ad revenue. It's a way to drum up anger and outrage, because people who are angry and outraged are more likely to participate, and they're more likely to follow and keep up with the news and go out and protest and things of that sort. But in the meantime, the money is raking in.
Ad revenue, they make cash selling you all the crap in the ads while they broadcast news. Ooh, the network full of liars got investment capital and segments sponsored by Pfizer and the freedom fighters. I feel like the left just plants them to infiltrate the right. It's extensive planning. Then it happens.
The visuals is pretty cool. I'm guessing, yeah, it's short. It's a green screen or something behind him. It's a little blurry, but you see the White House, and it just seems like everything is basically burnt down to the ground. Yeah, at least that's what I'm seeing.
Freedom fighters, I feel like the left just plants them to infiltrate the right. It's extensive planning. Then it happens overnight. It's impressive branding. Make $1 million off of shirts that say "Let's go Brandon." It's a cash grab. Everyone's a left.
All right, so to be fair, right? Everybody's in the game of making money. This is a capitalist country. So the left makes their money by all numerous ways, just selling merchandise. And you got politicians who, the news, you name it, celebrities, Hollywood. And then the right makes their money. People are going to buy the MAGA shirts. People are going to buy the MAGA hats. People are going to, support their president. They're going to donate. There are different ways of finding ways to get money out of people. The question then becomes, excuse me, the question then becomes, is it exploitation? What's exploitation and what's genuine capitalism? And that's what you got to ask yourself in this whole situation. And I think what Tom MacDonald was trying to address is the fact that there's a large percentage of exploitation going on, and it's really just to manipulate you instead of actually giving you something that's of real value.
Impressive branding, make $1 million off of shirts that say "Let's go Brandon." It's a cash grab. Everyone's a lab rat. Amazon made billions of dollars from sanitizer and black masks, and that's that. Funny how the terrorists who attack always come from places that are oil rich and have gas.
Tom MacDonald is on the warpath, yo. It's I'm gonna hit every subject. Write a list down of everything that's just going on that I disagree with, and I'm going to just spit on it. I'm just going to throw bars at it. And he's touching on a lot. It's a lot to actually, comprehend. Now, some of you who like longer videos and breakdowns, you're going to get some of that. Some of you who don't like it too long, don't take a 3-minute video and turn it into a 20-minute recording or whatever the case may be. I'm going to do my best to do the balance between both. You can listen to the song yourself and get from it what you get from it, but I'm just explaining to you what I'm seeing and what I'm getting from it.
It's that funny how the terrorists who attack always come from places that are oil rich and have gas. Democrats, they don't give a damn. What is this about? Our military trapped in the Middle East, can't get them out. Heroes are the ones who had the...
All right, now, the military trapped in the Middle East, some people are upset at how they put out of Afghanistan. Some people thought it was great. Where do you stand on that? Like, let me know in the comment section. Like, were you for the Afghanistan war? Were you, like, did you think we needed to get out? Or were you just basically not happy with the way we got out? But there's something to be said about, like, the countries we are at war with and what we have to gain from it. What about the military-industrial complex? Who's getting their palms greased? Who's making the money off of all of this, right? And at the end of the day, most controversy comes over resources. And you got to ask yourself, how are we benefiting by some of the things that we're engaging with in foreign countries, while also wrestling with the morality of it as well? Some people feel as if we have an obligation to intervene on the behalf of the people who can't defend themselves. And we also have a interest in protecting American interests. Sometimes those two things don't necessarily align or make sense together. And other times they do. And do you trust your leaders to be making the rational choices? And are they really having our best interests at heart?
But damn, what is this about? Our military trapped in the Middle East, can't get them out. Heroes are the ones who had the Constitution written down. Y'all are using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more.
Kyle Rittenhouse. Like, the beat is doing like some, and I'm vibing with it or whatever. Let's see what this hook is about. Like, okay.
House. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars.
They want money. We want war. Okay, about the hook. The hook is I believe it's catchy. It ain't doing the most. Is it my best hook? No, but it's good. It's decent enough for the song, because I'm getting like a serious tone from Tom MacDonald, but the beat and the hook itself is taking more of a lighter tone approach, or at least a more playful tone. And I think it works pretty well together. This is definitely one that you're listening mostly for the context of what he's talking about, but at the same time, you can still bob your head and enjoy it.
Fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits solving problems they create to keep us down.
They make profits off the problems that they create to keep us down, yo. Tell them, Tom.
They make profits solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money.
Cha-ching.
Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. They might kill me for this song, it's all classified intelligence. Don't need to go to war to secretly be getting benefits. When Russia launches rockets, we condemn them, but there's evidence a US politician owns the screws they're assembled with.
Yo, the people who are actually making some of these decisions and the people who are benefiting from it, you don't know their names. You don't know their names. You might know a few names or whatever the case may be, but there are people making buttloads of money off of war and the way we engage in foreign policy and things of that sort. And we have no real scope on the level of operation that's going on. Now, the government has to have some secrets, right? The government can't come out and tell everybody everything, because it would definitely like sabotage our ability to actually act in covert ways when dealing with foreign adversaries. But at the same time, we know that there's going to be a level of secrecy to protect certain individuals. There's a lot of classified material that are just like being classified for the sake of the public not knowing what's truly going on. I think there's more classified documents than there are unclassified documents produced every single day. So, like, what level of transparency do we need, and versus how much do we want, and what's necessary?
Russia launches rockets, we condemn them, but there's evidence a US politician owns the screws they're assembled with. Ain't no war on drugs, it's economic. You make money off an inmate, every jail cell is profit.
Now, there's something to talk about, right? Now, conservatives, are you going to ask yourself, like, okay, are you for or against the war on drugs? That's a question. I've heard conservatives say, I'm against it, I'm for it. I've heard liberals say they're for it and against it. That's one of those subjects that I think a lot of people are really against, this war on drugs. And I think Tom MacDonald was pointing that out, like, yo, like, really, it's a hustle. It's a pyramid scheme. It's really just like, we're going to funnel all of these people through the system, and we're going to milk them and make money off of cheap labor, and we'll just use drugs as an excuse to bring more and more people throughout the system. Like, America has more prisoners, I believe, than any other country, any other developed country I know, at least.
Our prisons are privately owned. Illegal marijuana just mean kids smoking weed turn to dollars in their pockets, let's be honest. Domestic threats in comparison to nuclear powers who hate the West is embarrassing. Still we label truckers in the convoy as terrorists and confiscate donations. We have no idea where it is. A pipeline leaks, price of gas goes higher. Stock market crash, everybody gets fired. Economy is weak while we trying to beat a virus. $1 trillion in debt to China. We celebrate the smallest battle.
Like I said, Tom MacDonald is going off on so many different areas right now. Like, it's like, in order for me to properly do a breakdown, I would need a lot more time to actually get into everything. And it's not necessarily a breakdown, because you can take a lot of things that he says at face value, but it's a nuance here that some people are going to agree with, disagree with, and there is definitely a level of both that needs to be wrestled with. And I think what he's really doing is trying to get people to think about these issues in a way that makes them wonder exactly where they stand on it, but why they stand on these issues the way that they do. And Tom MacDonald's been very good at doing this type of stuff. I personally think so. He found his niche, and I think he's working the niche properly. This is classic Tom MacDonald and what you expect from him.
Trying to beat a virus, $1 trillion in debt to China. We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning, so they can publish the headline that's gonna fuel the vision. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money, we want dirty.
I'm gonna take a hunch and say that's Nova in the background doing that hook with him. I know y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna tell me. Y'all always let me know, like, yo, Nova did this, X, Y, and Z, but I'm taking that hunch. If I'm wrong, you know, sue me.
Dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money.
I like this hook. All right? Like, some of y'all might think that I give Tom MacDonald a little, you know, pushback on some of his hooks or whatever. But when the hook is good, I say it's good. When I don't really like it, I say I don't really like it. But I think this hook is going to be catchy. I think from the outstart, I think many people are going to be, like, repeating this hook in their head, even unwillingly. It's simple. It's catchy. And it just sticks in your brain. And it's so easy to just sing along with.
They create to keep us down. Dirty money.
Cha-ching.
Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. Money, 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 money. Not enough soap to scrub, it's soaked in blood.
Woo!
Money, 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 money. Every time we make a buck, they take from us. It's all about the money, 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 money.
I like this part right here, like the aggressive, like, in between of the, you know, singing and the words. Like, it mashes so well together, and it's speaking some real stuff.
Every time we make a buck, they take from us. It's all about the money, 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 money. The dollar runs our lives until we die. It's all about the
Woo!
money, 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 money.
Well, is that capitalism? I don't think the problem is ever capitalism, and I don't think that Tom MacDonald will even advocate that. I think the problem is crony capitalism. The problem is definitely big corporations in bed with our government. That's the biggest problem.
It controls your mind and it controlling mine. Dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money.
The cha-ching part, yeah, that was smart.
Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money.
Nova, Jared, sup? Okay, now I see Tom MacDonald is definitely getting very comfortable with the green screens behind him. I think it's working for you, especially it's a music video. Nobody's expecting, like, the best top quality of something like that. But if y'all, most of y'all are probably already following Tom MacDonald and, you know, like his music and things of that sort. But if you're not, definitely go support the guy. You know, buy some music. You know, do what you can. Somebody who's willing to use their talent to, like, address real issues. Now, I'm gonna give a Hobby Lobby ranking. Y'all can give your Hobby Lobby ranking down in the comment section as well. Make sure you like this video, share, and if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. With that being said, when it came to the beat, I thought the beat was good. It was a classic lighthearted beat. I don't think it was trying to override anything, but it was something you could bob your head to, which I appreciate. If I can't bob my head to something, then it's most likely that a lot of people are going to have a hard time following the words. But I like lyrical content as well. But with the beat, I'm going to give that beat a solid 9 out of 10. I think 9 out of 10 is fair. When it came to the lyrics, the actual bars, I think that Tom MacDonald really jam-packed a lot of different issues in this song and made it work in a way that was relevant to the actual subject matter and the title of the song, Dirty Money. The hook, like I said, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I got to give the boy a 12 out of 10 on this one. I think it broke the scale for me with that. But like I said, you can make up your own mind about the bars. When it came to the visuals, it was a green screen, but I think the green screen is mostly definitely on point with the subject matter. I like the fact that he took his head and put it on a dollar bill. I thought that was awesome. I thought that was great. The White House behind him and just looking in disaster. I thought that it really represented exactly the image that he was trying to paint concerning dirty money and what it represents in our country. So the visuals for me, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I think, perfect. Especially it was relevant. 10 out of 10. Overall ranking for the song, I'm going to give that one 11 out of 10. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Peace and glory, everybody. Be peaceful and be great. Until next time, I'm out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more. If you would like to get access to exclusive content, consider becoming a member or a patron at patreon.com/thehobby-lobby. You can also continue the conversation by joining the Hobby Lobby Discord. You can find all the links in the description below.